Happy to be here with you. Happy to be sharing on this topic. Can you will your way to visibility? And it's a hot topic because we know we want to be visible, right? We're in this group. We're part of my community. We hang out because we're all on that journey to increase our visibility. And it's something we all struggle with. We have that little overwhelm factor, that fear factor, and not have to be seen, right? To be honest, as I go into bigger stages and go into bigger rooms, there's different levels of that. Oh, I'm visible now and never have to deal. You have to deal with different types, different places and ways of it until you can get to where it is you want to be. It gets to be a challenge, right? But then you get there, and I love that. You're out here and you're trying to be visible because you know it matters. And so you think maybe you could will your way there, right? You could just be stubborn and you say, I'm going to be seen. I'm going to be visible. But what happens a lot of times when you go that route is you end up feeling pretty impostery, right? A lot of people that are forcing their way into being seen aren't being seen as their authentic self. And so they never feel like they're fully enough. A lot of times they're faking as someone else, like Oprah's whole magical stint of being a fake Barbara Walters. It didn't work for her. And for most of you, willing your way to visibility isn't really going to work for you. Yes, you can do anything you set your mind to, but that's a hard way to go. And you got to have some tremendous willpower and sticking power to make that work. So is there an easy way? Is there an easier way? I'm not going to say easy, but is there an easier way? Absolutely. You can choose to use certain principles and habits that help you get to the place where you feel comfortable being visible. But becoming visible is a natural progression in the growth and self-development in yourself. And that's so much easier. I know this because when I was struggling to become visible, as I was moving through the path and trying to get to where I wanted to be, I developed these 10 principles. And each time I leaned into that principle and practiced it and grew into it, the more it opened me and the more easy it made it for me to be seen. And those 10 principles really got me to a point where I was finally just able to be comfortable, not just in this group, not just on my page, but in my personal feed. I would have never agreed to do this back in the day because I would have been too uncomfortable and too shy because I didn't feel comfortable in my own skin. But going through those 10 principles and growing myself has gotten me to all the places I wanted to be. And that's what it can do for you. The thing is, we always think we can hop into it. We could just hop into what we want to do and boulder our way through, strong arm our way through. Be willing, just will your way through the whole thing. If that was what you were going to do, you would have done it already. How is willing your way to visibility working for you? Probably not well. You can be visible. You absolutely can be visible. Visibility is absolutely something we all can do. The process of becoming visible is easier when you have a system and a means to support yourself. You're not just trying to face all of that fear and overwhelm head on, right? You can naturally progress into who you are, and who you are can be visible. So yes, you can be visible. You can choose to be visible any way you want. But when you're willing your way to visibility, it's an ongoing battle. And every day you're fighting that battle. When you're learning to step into your authentic self, into your own personal greatness, to owning your genius, then visibility becomes easier. It becomes a natural progression. So you can do visibility however you want, but there's an easier way and a harder way. So you get to choose. This is why I created this course for you called Practicing the 10 Principles of Visibility. It helps you learn a system, way of being able to move yourself into where you want to be without so much of the overwhelm, without crashing against the waves, without feeling like you're swimming through an ocean of sharks. Going through the 10 principles and practicing them and implementing them in your life helps you move into visibility as a natural part of your evolution. It's a better way to go because it's so much easier and you're more likely to do it. You're more likely to become visible when you're comfortable in your own skin. because it's really, really, really hard to put yourself out there and show yourself to the world when you don't like who you are. It just makes it scary. It makes it too hard. And you end up oftentimes feeling very much like an imposter. And you don't need to do that, because when you can own your genius, when you can be your authentic self, there's nothing to feel like an imposter about. And that's the difference, really. It's what allowed me to step out of my comfort zone and be able to grow, because I learned more and more how to love myself. I learned more and more how to determine my own life, my own way of going. I learned more and more that, yeah, I truly was worthy of everything that I was achieving and doing, that I did have some genius to share. And I wouldn't have realized that if I was trying to fake it, if I was trying to force my way through it. Because the whole idea of fake it till you make it is to fake that you believe that you're worthy. It's to fake that you believe that you are worth loving. It's to fake that you believe that you can run your own life. And so that's fine. That's the way to do it. But at some point you have to get past the faking. And so if you're going to fake it, having these 10 principles, even if you're going to fake it, having these 10 principles will help you move past the faking part faster, so you can get to the part where it's real. And you don't have to feel like an imposter. And you don't have to hope that people see behind the curtain, right? You don't want to be hiding behind the curtain, right? You don't want to be going like in The Wizard of Oz, and the wizard is going, ignore that man behind the curtain, with all this boomy voice. Because there were some things he could really do, but he had left it all behind to be this fake than himself. But what he could do was way more impressive than what that fake person could ever do, because the fake person was just a mirage. You can will your way to visibility, but how long will it take you? Or you can learn to love yourself, to own your genius, to create healthy boundaries, to understand that you're already worthy, to be able to own your genius and see that genius in your own strengths and in your own differences, and come into visibility naturally as yourself. And I, for one, think that's much easier. That's why I'm introducing this course, the 10 Principles of Visibility. And I know you can do it, and I'm here to help you do it. The sales page is live right now. I can't wait to welcome you to the course. And for those of you who have already signed up, woohoo! I can't wait for us to get started. We're going to start at the end of next week. And I'm just excited. If you're watching this on the replay, check the course out. You're going to love it. All right. I will talk to you all later. And I'm really happy that you were able to be here. All right. Take care. Bye.